How we doing, everyone? It's August 14th. We're getting ready to go out and do third cutting hay on our alfalfa field and our smaller alfalfa grass field. It's been probably like a month and a half since we were able to cut these fields. It's ripe. It's been flowered for probably 2 weeks or so, 3 weeks maybe even. The rain has been pretty unforgiving this year. It's good and bad, you know. You want to be thankful for it because the pastures have been growing. I mean, everything is still lush and green. Like, look behind me. This is August, mid-August. Usually this should all be brown and kind of gross looking, but no. So I guess thankful for the pasture side of things, but it has been like impossible to make hay between rain and high humidity. So we still got, oh gosh, I got like 35 bales out in waterways I need to go grab. Those have been done for a couple weeks now, but it keeps raining. I can't get out there and get them. But anyways, we're gonna see if we can go ahead and get this stuff cut, and hopefully it will dry and be ready to go Sunday, because Monday they're talking storms again, Monday and Tuesday. So yeah, we still got these fields to do for third cut, and then we have we have about 5 more waterways, sets of waterways we need to go do. And usually we try to get waterways done, you know, mid-July, early July. So yeah, I feel bad because I know some of those people would like them mowed. That's, you know, we're doing it kind of, it helps them, it helps us. It's a service, so they don't have to go out and mow them, and it keeps them from getting too weedy and stuff. So we want to get out there and get that done for them as well as for us. But yeah, feed definitely will not be an issue this year. So that's also something else to be thankful for. You know, you got to take the good with the bad. But yeah, we're going to get this mowing going, and then we got one group of cows that we're feeding hay to right now. We have been fighting some pink eye with that group. So we're keeping them close right now because honestly, it's like every day we're getting a calf in for a shot. So we've almost treated all of them at this point. So I would think we should be about done dealing with that. But we were going to combine both groups. I think, what was it? It was Monday. I was going to combine both groups, but I came out and checked them, and we had 3 calves with pink eye in there. So I was like, nope. The smaller group has been doing great. Knock on wood. We have not fought pink eye with them, really. We've had, I think, 1 case of pink eye in that group. So I moved them farther to a different pasture, and I'll probably give them, honestly, if I'm giving hay to the big group, I'll probably give this group a bale too, just because that'll kind of prolong the pasture that they're in. I don't really want to combine groups until we get this pink eye under control. So hopefully we'll get some better temperatures, maybe a little less rainfall. I don't know if the rainfall is contributing to the fly activity, and that's part of what's affecting this pink eye outbreak. But we did vaccinate. I know I mentioned that in another video. We did vaccinate for pink eye, and going over records, I mean, we're dealing with pink eye in calves that were vaccinated. So anyways, yeah, on the pink eye front too, we've been pretty fortunate. The cows haven't been getting it, knock on wood. Hopefully we don't have to fight that too. But the cows, they've been doing pretty good, and they haven't been catching the pink eye. So I don't know, just, you know, part of having livestock. Gotta take care of them, and sometimes you have to deal with outbreaks and stuff. But anyways, well, let's go ahead, and I'm gonna check the tractor over, and we're gonna get out there and start mowing. Well, I just got out to the field, got the gate opened up to bring the tractor in here, and just was taking a walk, just looking around here quick. You can see it's all still blooming. It's not dying off yet necessarily. I mean, the grass all got nice and tall and seeded out. So I think we'll have some good tonnage here between the grass and the alfalfa. The one thing that does have me worried is all this heavy rain. The alfalfa is laying down now. So I will be curious to see how this cuts. I'm hoping we can still get most of it cut and we won't be missing a bunch, but I have a feeling there'll be a little bit of a problem there. So I guess we'll just wait and find out. So I'm gonna go ahead and get after it here. All right, well, I got 2 passes done here. I just wanted to get out and check my mowing height and just kind of see how it's looking on the ground, but I'm trying to leave it a little taller. I don't know if you can kind of see that yet. Just trying to leave it a little taller. Hoping with all the rainfall and everything, we might have a pretty good chance at a fourth cut. So I cranked it up a little bit and trying to leave some extra leaves on there so it can photosynthesize and grow. But I think, I mean, we're gonna have some pretty good tonnage here. There's quite a bit. So I'm pretty excited. Seems like for the most part here, if we dig down, it seems like it's doing a pretty good job cutting most of the alfalfa plants. But boy, is it still, it's after lunch, it's afternoon, and it is still dewy. So it's gonna take a little longer to dry out. Hopefully we get some good sun and everything tomorrow. We may ted it, we'll see. That might not be a bad idea. I mean, it's just damp to the touch even, so. Our mower, unfortunately, does not have a conditioner. It's a very nice mower, but it doesn't have a conditioner, so it lays it out wide and it doesn't really crimp it or squeeze it to get the extra moisture out. One thing we seem to have an issue with is we run over the windrow because they're so wide. Our tractor, I mean, it probably could be set that wide maybe, but you run over part of your windrow and then that kind of crimps. I don't know if you can see, but it kind of like crimps the grass down into the tire tracks. So then when you're raking, you tend to leave some in those tire tracks. So our theory is probably that we're running it over and it's getting stuck in the field and the rake is not able to pick it up due to not having a conditioner where you can narrow up your windrow. So that's kind of something on our to buy list or whatever. Maybe trade the mower in someday for a mower with a conditioner so that we can narrow our windrows up and hopefully not miss any hay and leave it in the field. So anyways, well, I guess I'm gonna get back to it here and I'll post an update or maybe try to get some footage of mowing. I guess we'll just see how it goes. All right, just got the first field done, standing up top here looking around. It's looking great. I mean, we're gonna have some tonnage. I don't know, I'm wondering if this will be better than first cut. Really, it's pretty amazing how much is out here for being third cut. Second cut was pretty rough. We didn't get that much off it compared to usual. I think we got less than half if I remember correct. But this is probably a record third cut for us on this field anyways. So next I'm just gonna go over and we got this little triangle piece right here. So I'm gonna head over there and start cutting that one. That one looks like that. There's a lot out there too. So yeah, we'll have a lot of hay to move after this. So well, keep after it. All right, we finished up mowing hay. Sorry I wasn't able to get really any footage. I was just trying to rush through. I'll have to get better about that. But we went up and grabbed some dinner. Dean, Morgan, and Levi came and they helped me finish up. We mow alongside our driveway too. We usually get, depending, 2 or 3 bales off that. So they came out and rode with me for that. That took about 30 minutes or so. We parked everything, went up and got dinner, and now we're gonna come unhook the mower here and give some hay. Well, I just lost my helper. We got the mower unhooked and then Mom came down to do some stuff with flowers and off he went. So I guess for right now it's just us. All right, we got it on there. We got one bale fork that's bent ever so slightly, and if you don't have it on the perfect ground, I guess it makes it kind of a fiasco to get hooked up. So anyways, we got that done, so let's go ahead and get some bales out here. Well, I found another helper. Rick got home from work and just came out, so he's gonna help give hay quick. Well, we're in our hay yard here. I'm gonna grab one more bale. I mean, honestly, our hay reserves are looking pretty good. I think after this cutting we did today gets rolled up, I think we're really gonna be sitting good on hay, and we'll be building up enough here that we'll have a good leftover reserve after this winter. This winter, so every other year we get corn stalks in that field and that field right there. And this is one of those years that those fields are beans. So, sorry, I'm trying to do all this one-handed here. Not working so hot for me here. Okay, sorry, finished my train of thought there. That field and the field behind us, every other year those are in corn. And every other year we get to run the cows out there on corn stalks in the fall. So this is one of those years that we will not be getting to run them out on corn stalks. So we want to have a little extra hay because we'll start feeding hay a lot sooner and in greater volume than we would the other years. So last year worked out really well. We were able to have them out on both fields. It didn't really snow much until January, so the cows were able to just keep grazing the corn stalks. So we built up a lot of the hay in our reserve, so to speak. So, but yeah, sorry, this bale fork is sometimes it's kind of like a snaggle tooth. If you don't hit it just right, you can't quite get in the bale there. So I need to straighten them out sometime. These cows here probably won't be expecting a bale quite yet. They still got some grass left, but I just wanted to go ahead and give them a bale preemptively, and hopefully it'll help prolong the amount of grass they got out there. It's kind of funny. Sometimes cows could have a decent amount of grass, but you come and give them a fresh bale and it's something new for them, so they go nuts over it. And then there's other times where they're not that crazy for it, so you just never know. All right, we got that bale on the ground. The cows don't seem too crazy about it, so that's all right. Hopefully here they'll start eating on it next couple days and then save us some grass. So, but they're talking more rain this week, so I'm sure the grass will just keep going for us. Well, this small field was a little thicker than the larger alfalfa field, so when my father-in-law went to rake this one today, it ended up being a little too wet from that rain we got on Friday. So he's getting it spread out here. It's not going to take very long to dry. It is warm and that sun is just beating down, so probably let it sit for maybe an hour here and then get it raked up in time for the baler to come through. The baler said that they would be here probably around 1 or so. So yeah, just well, at least we're gonna get some hay made here hopefully before we get too much more rain. I was actually gonna ted the big alfalfa field yesterday, but we were gone all day, and by the time I got back it was so dry that I think I would have done more damage than good by tedding it. Well, I'm back, everyone. It's Sunday here. I mowed this alfalfa field on Thursday last week? Yes, Thursday. Man, I had to think about that for a second. Mowed it on Thursday. We were supposed to have a dry stretch from Wednesday all the way through like tonight into tomorrow. There's a chance of rain here coming up. So, but we were supposed to have this good like 4-day window. So I took off early from work on Thursday, came home, I mowed this field and I mowed this small triangle field next to me. I don't know if you can see the tractor working in there right now. Got those all knocked down, and then wouldn't you know it, Friday at about noon, the forecast changed to a chance of rain that evening. Boy, I was a little crabby on that one. You just can't, this year is just one of those years you can't win no matter what you do. So anyways, yeah, we had some strong storms roll through Friday night, brought about a ½ inch or so of rain. Yeah, it was a little upsetting, but luckily the hay hadn't really had that much of a chance to dry on Friday. It was pretty overcast and humid, so it didn't do much. So really, I don't think the rain hurt it too bad. It still seems like it's pretty good quality stuff. So then Saturday we were going boating with family, and then I was going to try to get home that afternoon and pull out the tedder and ted it. Well, Saturday we got home about 5. I came out here checking it, getting ready, thinking, well, I'm gonna get this tedded. Well, and then next thing you know, Saturday was too dry to ted. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna hurt it here if I do this. So yeah, ended up just leaving it alone last night, and then came out this morning while there was still a little bit of dew and it was still soft, and got it all raked up. I started raking, and then my father-in-law came out here and finished, because Friday night we had a big tree come down in that storm. There was some heavy winds, so I've been working on that thing all day. Making progress. I'll maybe go over and get some footage of that, but it's a pretty good sized one. But then he was gonna go rake this small triangle field here, and that was a little bit thicker stuff, and it's got some more weeds in it because that one's more grass, whatnot. And he decided it was a little too wet to rake yet, so he went and grabbed the tedder, and he's getting that tedded out. So hopefully give that an hour or so to dry, and then I bet it'll be good to rake. It's about 94 degrees, sunny, and very humid. I think it's like 110 degree heat index or something, so it's kind of a fun day to be outside. But anyways, yeah, so that's where we're at. Well, the baler's here. All the hay seems to be dry. That's getting raked over there. So excited to see how many bales we end up with. There's at least one already. I haven't seen if there's any more on the other side. So the sun and the weather are holding out for us here, so we're gonna get all this hay made, thank goodness. Just about done with hay season for the year, and I think I'm ready. I can't believe I'm saying that, but some cooler weather will be nice. Well, I didn't get a chance to record a good outro for you. Here's a little bit of footage of that tree that fell across our drive that I cut up. But we got all the hay baled. We had 27 alfalfa bales, 8 grass bales, and then 3 bales out on our lane. So pretty successful. I appreciate everyone tuning in and watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much.